Alright, I am back. Really needed a bathroom break. Thought it could wait a bit longer, but no.
Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh,
It
maybe it's
is a
bigger
big
on the
cave.
inside.
Knight's hunting sword. Wounding arrow.
Oh, Christ, poor wretch. No doubt he
Better
wanted to
hunting
raise
arrow.
the alarm about the raid on Skalitz, but those bastards got him.
Okay. Okay, so she's having Skalitz related nightmares. And he fell through here. Alright, let's see what's in here. Probably a cumin. That would probably be the devil himself.
Oh, Jesus, something stinks here.
Alright, well, we're drawing our weapon then.
Oh, fuck.
Can I cut through this stuff? Okay, if 5 hits won't do it, I'm going to stop.
Looks like a human, judging by the kaftan. Poetic justice. That bastard killed them all and threw their corpses down here. Thank Christ that's over and done with. Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? A Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. He looks like he was well healed, judging from what's left of him. Maybe a merchant who took a short... Jesus Christ. He was only a boy.
Okay, so I've checked out everything and everyone in here. I don't trust this game. Okay. Alright. Good. Horsey, let's go. I've done everything I could. So let's go back to the monastery. It's noon, it's been one day. The trebuchet's doing its business, firing away at the castle. Alright, looks like that's it. We've solved Johanka's dream problem. Short DLC, unless she has more dreams. After this one, maybe she'll have more, who knows. Maybe she'll have a dream of actually rescuing someone that's actually still alive. Oh, I don't need the torch, sorry. No, let's ride the horse. Not like that, though. Let's write it nicely. There we go. Let's wash up. Yeah, I went to the cave. I'll tell you in a second. Oh yeah, remember those women at the beginning when we got to Talmberg? If we didn't answer them right away, they got upset and we lost rep. Hopefully this won't happen now. Come on. Where are you? Where'd they? There she
Henry.
is.
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Well, it was a bit strange. No cave, no hellfire, just an abandoned mine shaft. Although at the end of it, there was quite a nasty surprise.
What was there?
Dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. All murdered.
God have mercy.
There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what?
Oh, she did have a different one.
I had another dream. A different one.
Another one?
Yes, another one. The Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people, all of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
Dunno. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will, and pass on her message. And when
What's
I've
the
done
message?
all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
What message?
Oh, I don't know. It all sounds a little... well, crazy. Why would the Virgin Mary choose us, that is you, to speak to?
I don't know why she should choose me, but that's what's happened, and I can't refuse her, can I?
I'd say you're having peculiar dreams and that's all. It'll pass. I've been through something similar myself.
True.
I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
I should... well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Rely on me.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first thing in the morning and we'll go together. Or if you want,
Shoot.
you can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
I like that.
Thanks. I certainly could do with a rest.
Goodbye.
Is this where we have a chance to, oh, no, okay. I am resting at Johanka's. They're not showing or implying anything, but I'm assuming stuff is happening. It's been 2 days with the trebuchet. Laying the siege. When do we go back? First thing in the morning.
Henry, come on. Let's go to the green.
Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
What did I do?
You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime.
Oh, because I slept in her bed.
You're making a sick.
Well,
Thank you. Don't give me a loading screen. Ugh. I better not lose out because I haven't followed her. Where is she? Where did she go? Holy cow. How far ahead is she? Oh, she's right there.
How's life
Oh,
in
man.
Sasau?
Much the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
But the best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
Okay, well, I thought we were getting along pretty good.
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
But that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more. Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. That's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well. You learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Tell me, how is it being in the service of Sir Radzig?
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword, but it all made sense to me when I found out that actually Sir Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah, really. I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son. His bastard son, that is. See, he and Ma... well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father, my other father, Martin, to raise me, see?
I see. I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. We'll see what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlets.
Ooh.
I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry.
I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig, with your father. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Oof. I was wondering what I stumbled
When
upon.
she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colors and this golden light.
My, that's really something.
Maybe I should talk a bit like that charlatan. He knows how to make an impression. The tears of the Blessed Virgin shall bring solace to the sinners, and whoever should touch her cloak shall be suffused with divine grace. Probably not. I wouldn't want people to think I was in league with that trickster. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
mm, Theoretically, I should say this, but I'll guide her.
Don't worry, you can do it. People will swallow anything, believe me. Just start with something that will grab their attention. Like that the Blessed Virgin visited you. That should do it. And once you've got their ears, give them the important part. Nothing could be easier.
Maybe for you. Why don't you do it instead if it's that easy?
I would. Only the Virgin Mary didn't choose me. Remember? Now don't worry about it. People always want to hear something sensational. They'll be hanging on your every word, and I'll be there with you.
All right. Thanks, Henry. Nothing could be easier. Yeah. All right. Here goes. Take care.
People are gonna boo and throw stuff at her. It's gonna tarnish her reputation. Unless another person says he's been having the same dreams or the same message. That would reinforce her a lot. We're gonna get a cutscene, a cinematic. Okay.
The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me.
That's it.
But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They
Whoa.
broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them. But it was in vain. But then, Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Okay. Not bad. Wish you told us that before. I wonder if that's an actual foreshadowing.
Isn't she that lass? I'd like to see those.
That's better than any of the fathers.
You don't understand half of what he says, but you know it's true.
What a prophecy! The Virgin Mary sent her to us to lead us onto the
Wow, great success appears.
I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble, and I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right, but quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him.
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Oh, she knows me.
My
Alright.
word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears, and now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realize for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. Take care.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I am ready for dice. Gotta watch out for that demonic dice. I don't know what that does. Really? I get a long loading screen for that? Alright. There she is.
God preserve you.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work. And besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
That was actually
Well,
insulting.
Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times. But he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realize it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I'd talk to him man to man.
Oh God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
Take my word for it, I swear. Take my word for it.
I'm not going to make a sacred oath over such a worldly thing. My word should be enough.
If you won't swear to give everything back, forget it.
Come on, don't tell me you don't trust me. After all, Johanka sent me. I'm doing this for your own good, and your husband's, am I not?
That's true enough. Very well then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg, on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
God be with you.
Okay, let's quickly go get him. Where is the tavern? Is it on this side of the river? It's on the other side of the river, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. Where is it? I should be going this way instead. The heck is he? Oh, he's inside, is he?
One ale, please.
Well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes. Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Okay, game saved.
What's happened to you? You look...
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. See you later.
Okay, so one drink.
Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, humans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
Sir Radzig Kobyla, the royal hetman. Let's drink to Sir Radzig.
Yes, to the bold Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And Captain Robard of Talmberg was there too, fighting bravely. We must drink to him too.
To the brave Captain Robard.
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Okay, so I should choose the option now that...
But there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
No, not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits!
Ha ha! To your wits!
Did you hear what happened in Merhayed?
No? What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But then there was an outbreak of some pestilence and, well, it didn't end well.
There's no escaping fate, is there? If some murdering bastard's axe doesn't get you, the plague will.
So let's go with the 2 cups, because I think that'll make him drink more.
Let's drink to those brave souls in Merhayed.
Aye, to their courage.
And may God have mercy on them, for they didn't deserve such a fate.
May they rest in peace. Amen.
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
Ah, it's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town. Strong walls. And more churches than you'd count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there. And it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Scalis. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink.
Alright. So we drank pretty good. No, we're not gonna go meaning of life.
Enough chat. I'll tell you something else. I asked myself, Ambrose, why are we here?
In the Savin? Well, where else can a man find some culture in these parts?
No. I meant more like in the tavern. But why now? Why here?
Why here? Because I was waiting here before Kuttenberg. Something like that. And why? Well, you came and started this whatever.
But why did I do it? Was there a reason? Is there a plan? God's plan?
The difference is this. Did you come here of your own free will? Or did you have a feeling you had to? Or the world would stop turning?
No, I always have this really weird feeling that the whole world is just standing still, watching and waiting what I'll do before doing anything.
I think we shouldn't have gone on this one.
Until I do.
I think he'll pass out.
When I was younger.
Or time will be up. We should have played the
It makes me
game.
feel all uneasy and jittery, like some jittery thing. And if I don't do something, then it stays the same. Everything stays the same. Nothing changes.
I know what'll help you, lad. There's nothing to it. It's easy. It's... What was it? Ah, yes! Booze. Let's drink.
I won't drink.
I won't drink. I won't be forced. As it is, the world does what it wants with me, and there's nothing I can do about it. And actually, fuck it. It can't get any worse. Let's fucking drink.
Those are the words of a man. Good health.
Alright, there we go. We drank everything. Shoot, we missed our opportunity. We drank too much. Oh, man. Oh, man. We shouldn't have gone on that one. Sir Robert is expecting me. Shoot.
That's nothing. I'm used to it.
Take his money. Oh, okay. Okay, I can take his money. $768, nice. Do I talk to him? What do I do?
That's nothing. I'm used to it.
Alright, let's sleep till the morning. Then we gotta go, Sarad's expecting us.
What do you think you're doing sleeping in someone else's bed? Get the hell out or I'll call guard.
How do I get out? Okay, fine, I won't sleep. I'll just wait for 5 hours. Alright, has he sobered up?
3 6s. 3 6s.
Alright, let's sleep another 2. Come on, dude. I got a siege I gotta go to. Really?
In the lands of milk.
Oh, where'd he go?
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, alright. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I gonna do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you. It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
Alright. Maybe we did choose the best. Yeah, give me the
Give me
best
those
too.
dice so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen.
There we go.
The money you want from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
Now, you've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you. Good luck then.
Ah, yeah. Alright, so have we completed it? Throw dice down a well. Do I actually want to do that? Yeah, we'll throw them down a well.
You won't be hurting anyone anymore, as long as you stay there.
Alright, let's relay the good news. Wait, where do I need to go? Oh, back to Johanka, actually.
Yeah.
Sir Rotz is expecting me. I can't do anything more for you, lady, so this is where our quest ends.
I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
How do you mean?
I mean, more people who want to find a better, more virtuous life. If only we could help them to do that.
I don't care.
I might know of someone. There's this
No.
prostitute in Ledechko. Adela.
No.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
Yeah.
But how?
I'm not sure. But maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No! She'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
I'm not gonna go there right now.
If you think so, I can go there and see what I can do.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here.
Goodbye.
We had some other speech options. I don't like the fact that you stopped the conversation. Why am I getting the loading screen? Go and sin no more. That's a Bible quote. Words of Jesus himself. Are you serious? A second loading screen? Why? Game saved. Okay, good.
For the love of...
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square.
So...
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry.
Well, it wasn't a sermon, it was more like a prophecy,
I
but
just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh yes, clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I.
can we wrap this up?
Wouldn't have missed it for the world. I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
Sure, intrigues over money. It's the same everywhere. How is Matthias doing?
I think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. You seem a bit anxious recently. Like when you mentioned those monastery affairs. Is everything alright?
Oh, yes. Quite all right. Why'd you keep asking?
I don't know.
I have a feeling something is troubling you. Don't you want to talk about it? You know you can tell me anything, right?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the matter?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here. Always bringing me gifts. A dress. A piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy. Any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once... more than once, I... went with him. Then he had this room cleared out. And gave it to me.
But you're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. Took advantage of you.
But it's all over. I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
Don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it, and you tried to make amends.
So ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding.
Take care.
Woof. Alright, let's get going. The heck is this Ledechko? Oh, Adela, forget it. We're gonna siege.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how the trebuchet is doing.
I have some trophies.
Show me. They deserved it, the bastards.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talbot, I suppose you'll be attacking.
Just so. That Ishtvan's a stubborn bastard.
Alright, when do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, you can still wait. You won't have another chance until we've won the day. Or until your final rest.
have to deal with.
All right. I'll be with you.
Actually don't know. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Are we?
There's no... You...
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
And what's the plan for attacking the west wall?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall. Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
How will we take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
And the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable, but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
Okay, let's just do
I've
it.
heard everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
Oh, we don't get to choose?
You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier? This man must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up.
True.
Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades, and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Yep.
Good luck to you, stripling.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Goodbye.
Oh, we didn't talk to the captain. Okay. Ugh. Not Hans. I thought you guys were doing this for 2 days already. Wow, that was a bullseye. Alright, so we're going to the wall. Alright, so Captain Robart can get upset with me that I didn't talk to him. Incoming fight sequence. Let's see how we do this time. Hans and Divish got injured last time. No major casualties. We'll see how it goes this time. Okay, so the aim is good. I need to time it right. Okay, got that guy. Gotta get this guy now. Show your face. Okay, he did not show his face. That's not good. Okay, people are dying. Yeah, we need to go up there. How am I missing? Who is this person wearing this? A soldier. Okay. Why is this guy not dead yet?
Smash them! Clear those battlements!
How did I miss that? Kill the guy on the floor. Okay, got this guy. Yeah, this guy's cornered. I don't have arrows? Are you kidding me? Where are all my arrows? I gotta go get my arrows. Hold on. Shoot, I need my arrows back. What do these archers have? Wounding arrows. Okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, I need to go to this. Okay. Man, this guy's good. He's blocking everything. I can't like juke anything out of him. I hit him over the head and he's fine. We're just continuously blocking each other. It's so stupid. Come on. Oh, where's it going? Okay, so much for not getting outnumbered. The fights, I'm so tired and I'm so speechless. The fight's going really slow. Oh, this guy, he's not dead yet. What the heck, you made me go through the graphics, buddy. hit my own guy. I want to be able to push him there. I have no arrows. Alright, I have a couple piercing now. There, that should get him. How many more hits can this guy take? There we go. I need... Where's Captain Bernard going? Okay, I can take a marigold decoction now. Oh, he's going back. Okay. I can actually take 2 marigolds for double healing. Okay, give me my... Not this guy. Which guy had my arrows in his face? Trespassing my... I don't think so. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. FPS is dropping. Alright, gained some new levels: agility, defense, bow, swords. I don't know if I got bow, but swords I did. So let's see how the great hostage takeover will happen. It looked like we lost most of our men. So if any reinforcements arrives for them, we're screwed. Because we're inside a broken, defenseless castle. Who's that guy? The stable master?
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one. Don't tempt fate, Hanish. Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, you're all noblemen here. All bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord. and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship. But Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks this truce answers to me.
So are you really going to let him go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor!
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. Then, you'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
Well, I think my father's gonna get cut by my own sword. Not by me, but he'll kill this father figure in Skalitz like he did the previous one.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish!
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband. I'm sorry.
For what?
For letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
Henry might.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Yeah, so we're gonna... Okay, so the game's still not over. Like I said, this is the second final battle from the big one.
To the battlements. We have to see which way they go.
Well, they're going to Skalitz, so they better be going north.
They are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry. You've heard what he'll do if we follow them. We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Right with Sir Hans to meet Daddy-O. Alright, let's do it. One super dramatic way they could end this is as we literally get
What do you mean?
as we literally get to Scarlet's, he turns around, smiles.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around
Okay, wait, let's see what this guy has to say.
a pair of veterans.
You are far from a veteran just because you got an arrow to the butt.
Not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
Oh, Hans. What was I saying? Yeah, that guy. Okay, I don't want to listen to him. But I don't want to go too far ahead of him.
I didn't think much about it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and ignore them talking. So basically, I imagine the most dramatic way to end this would be as we get to Scarlet's, the guy turns around with her dad, apparently freeing him. He doesn't kill him, but an arrow from the back gets him. And then we see the horde of humans descending once again, coming to finish off the job. And we accept our glorious death. Well, it won't be that glorious, because we will get massacred. But I can imagine this game going that route. Maybe they'll give us a brief, like 1% chance to escape. Can we actually gallop?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people. Something really big. But there'll be plenty of time for that later.
Okay, good. Which one is it? Do we get that in the happy ending? Well, it's probably not the ending. Because we have to get the sword back. Or is Radzik gonna pull some ninja moves, some super level elite moves, and get the sword and defeat the guy by himself? That would be interesting. Oh, I'm so tired. I really want to go to sleep, but I really want to see this play out. I don't want to end on a cliffhanger.
There's no sign of him. Move on.
And
I'm glad to see Ishvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other.
we're not chasing him? Hans is? He's gonna get himself... Okay, so we have to go rescue him again.
Alright, Father.
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
Ooh, are we gonna rebuild Skallets?
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot.
What? No,
It
it's
won't
not.
be over until we get this mess cleared up.
Yeah.
Catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
Of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
Where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. and I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
He knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
Right.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing. Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
Oh, please. Give me a break.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there it was so near, yet so far. Oh well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Mark Vart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds...
Is this gonna end here?
I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
Good thing we
it's
have
like
horse.
I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Alright, so that was just a little, Oh. No way. It just ends like that? What did that voice say? Okay, weird music and voice. Oh, dude, it ends like this? I mean, we get a little consolation prize talking with the dad, but we don't get the sword, we don't get revenge. We technically got made, we were made fools. The guy came, took our castle, killed as many of our men as he could, and then left. Okay, now it goes rock. Okay, so definitely the ending wasn't as good as the start, but this was definitely a memorable game, one that I can't believe I've spent so many hours on, But that is the mark of how fun this was. So I guess they have to make a second one if none of the DLCs touch base on that. Oh yeah, we didn't finish Johanka. We did enough for her. She can figure out her own stuff. Okay, looking forward to number 2. But I think I need a long break from number 1, so I hope it doesn't come out in the next year. Alright, thank you for watching. This has been Henry, bastard son of Rodzig, apparently. I still don't like that twist, but that's as far as we took him. We pretty much maxed out everything we could, except for warfare. Yeah, I liked archery. Archer was okay, even at that I sucked, but at least I had the hard-hitting stuff. Alright, thank you for watching, and that concludes this. Oh, and one final thing.
You're doing well, son.
Okay.
Father.
Is this a dream?
Come now. You know who sired you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Emma. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Yeah.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right.
Well, they took away our facial hair and our armor. Okay, well, by the 800 FPS, this is obviously a video, not a cinematic cutscene.
I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Look at the
I'll
stars.
see you again.
God knows.
Don't we get Ma? Yeah. Give us a wave.
Make her proud.
Oof.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzik wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away.
Is the game ending here or not? We saw credits.
What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
I'm in a private area. Oh, so the game just continues. It'll let me wrap up side quests, I guess. But I don't feel like doing that. I feel like this is a good enough place to leave this be. I didn't go treasure hunting with all those treasure maps. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't do. I just feel like I've had a big enough fill of this game. Quest started epilogue. Wait, what? What do you mean epilogue? What does epilogue mean? Oh, okay, well, yeah, I do want to go for the briefing with, Am I dressed properly? Yeah, I am. Oh, I do want to go for the briefing. That's all the way there, okay. But we just saw credits, I'm so confused. What is happening? And before I go for the briefing, please tell me I can go talk to Teresa. If I'm a bastard, does that mean nice T-pose? Does that mean that I can marry her? Because that's the only other loose end I'm thinking of right now. There she is with the dress that we got her. Let's see what she says.
I know this is.
It is indeed.
Finally, Saber Schnapps. We have no new thing. Alright, let's go with her once. We'll go with her for a quickie and then we'll go do our thing. Oh, we didn't go through the walls this time. So this is a different area. We went to the stables. Like, I would like to tell her the newfound reality. I'm the son of, I'm a bastard son of nobility. One last loading screen. To remind me why I want to give up on this game right now. Oh, please, just end it. It's taking unusually long.
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. Oh, you really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know, it was a shock for me too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin Pa married her before I was born to protect her reputation and raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. But it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Mm, I wish they gave me an answer that said not if I meant losing you.
I wouldn't.
Let's just say that.
And it's never going to happen anyway.
Why not?
A bastard remains a bastard. Even if Sir Radzig never had another heir, all his property would go to the king by rights.
You might be right, but can't you imagine it? Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
Oh, so she wants me to be.
Of course. I'll always be fond of you.
That'll be inappropriate. Hilarious.
Remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
Okay. Good. Have a nice little tumble. And that's the proper way to end this weird semi-cliffhanger thing. First punch was Radzig's are dead. Second punch is we let the guy go with the sword and the game ends here. Unless...
Here we are. Thanks for stopping by, Henry.
My pleasure.
No problem. Unless they put the credits halfway in the game, and this is only halfway through the game, but my mind would be way too blown, and I would still need to take like at least a month's break from this thing. Alright, let's see what the nobles have to say. Oh, cutscene right here. Okay. Come on, cutscene. Get rid of this loading screen. I don't want to see it.
Ah, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
Alright. One more loading screen and one more cutscene. It's either good or bad news. If it's bad news, ugh. That is an unexpected way to end it.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored.
Oh, Liechtenstein.
Come join us.
Nice.
Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace.
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas has invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Did they really put credits in the middle of the game? I have another 100+ hours ahead of me. Are you serious? I don't believe this. What the heck did they do?
The question is how. We need to learn where they stand on liberating the king.
Okay, let's talk to him.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Berghoff is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Berghoff tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Berghoff is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
No.
That's about all.
Very well.
Sorry, I'm not interested.
And
this castle is not even in our map. I do not believe... I can't possibly believe that this is actually... I can't pick up the letter. How do I pick it up? Oh, take the letter, okay. Like, it's impossible for them to continue the game. They wrapped it up in somewhat of a nice way with a little chit-chat with the fathers. I guess they're hinting at the next expansion now, or at the sequel. why would they put this effort in? If not for that. Just to add more loading screens.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Okay, is that the end, or are we just gonna get cutscenes and not play the game anymore? Okay, we got 85 groschen, that's good enough. Speak with Lord Capon, are you serious? I just want this to end. They won't let it end. Okay, if you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. Oh, okay. Good. Then this is the end, and if I do want to do anything, they gave me the option to open world right now, so ta-da! We will see if I ever decide to come back to this. Probably not.